but also very much aware they can't stand me. I even snicker as I see a sign across the ice proclaiming, "Crossman for MVP, most valuable prick." Classic. I'm the player they love to hate, and I could give a fuck. I come out, do my duty, score my goals and get my assists, collect my paycheck, and past that, just leave me the fuck alone. If only life were that simple. For the remainder of the game, I don't even watch the action on the ice. I sit on the bench and lean my head back against the glass, watching the time slowly tick down so I can be free of this shit for the night. "Crossman, in my office before you leave," I hear Dan Pretori call out. He's the head coach for the Cold Fury, and while he's probably one of the best coaches I've ever played under, he's a hard ass as well. I know without a doubt that even with 2 goals and 3 assists on the night, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. Slipping on my suit jacket, I zip up my equipment bag and make my way back to the staffing area under the arena. None of my teammates say goodbye. None of them congratulate me. I know it wouldn't do any good, because I won't respond. Some of the newer guys think that's just me being reflective, but the ones who have been here a while know it's because I'm a mean son of a bitch after a game, regardless of whether we win or lose. In fact, the better I do, the crustier I become, which I get. That's some whacked shit, and I'm sure a psychologist would have a field day with me. I rap my knuckles softly on the coach's door, and he immediately calls out for me to enter. I don't close the door behind me, only because I could care less if anyone hears my ass reaming. Taking a seat across from his desk, I casually prop an ankle over my knee and look around his office with no real interest. It's a mess. Piles of papers, binders, and fast food wrappers litter his desk. He has several framed awards, but they're all sitting on his floor, leaning up against the wall. I've been with the Carolina Cold Fury for almost 6 years now, and his office looks the same now as it did when I had my first meeting with him those many years ago. "Great game tonight," he says, looking up from the iPhone that he had been texting on when I entered. "Your plus-minus went to 47. I believe that means you're leading the league right now." I stare at him, offering no thank you for the praise. I don't need it or want it, and statistics never meant much to me. Kind of like all those awards Coach has on his floor. Don't mean shit to me. I respect his coaching skills for what they are, not what other people say about them. He waits for me to say something, an acknowledgement, an eye flicker, and I could give a flying fuck. He gets nothing, so he sighs and continues on. "That little stunt at the end of the game was uncalled for," he tells me. He's referring to the fact that I was named the game's most valuable player, or most valuable prick if you go by what some fans say, which is an honor commemorated at the end of the game by having the players skate out on the ice for acknowledgement. At the time they were calling my name, I was halfway back to the locker room, refusing to come out for my stupid fucking lap around the ice. The fans' boos followed me all the way back. "Sorry, had an upset stomach. Diarrhea. Had to hit the can," I tell him, my face a study of genuine truth, even though he knows I'm lying through my teeth. Pretori leans forward across his desk, flashing his teeth at me in a snarl. "Do you think I'm fucking stupid, Crossman? You thumbed your nose at the crowd and this team because you're an asshole and no other reason. I'm fining you $1,000 for that stunt." I pick an imaginary piece of lint off my slacks and look at him blandly. "Fine. Anything else?" Leaning back in his chair, Pretori studies me for a moment. Steepling his hands in front of his face, he regards me with interest. "You know, I don't get you. You were the best player in the Quebec Juniors by the time you were 16, the #1 NHL draft pick 6 years ago, and you have the potential to win the Art Ross Trophy every fucking year if you actually decide to start caring about this game. Instead, you do the bare minimum to get by."